and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-the-way girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
Fields. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Deep for Detroit, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Archer. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for a Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
The Lions at 10-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 19 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 31, Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Archer to throw on 2nd down.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
from the 16. Fields working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, Montgomery. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first?
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Now it's Fields. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. Archer now throwing to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 73 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one, I think, where the safety's usually got to come a long way.
So sometimes it's tough for him to slow down that momentum.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we've reached halftime here.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Archer.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 79 yards.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Here's St. Brown on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And
it's intercepted.
Julian Love picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
From the 50, here's Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Going up the gut, Montgomery. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play action. It's Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
Now Archer looking to throw on 2nd down.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
Back to throw. Archer.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They'll run on 1st down. Ash. Give him 18 on the play.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Here's Swift. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
79 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
48 yards.
And the Lions extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Fields on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10. Fields again. Finding Knox there. Complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Fields. That's into the hands of Edwards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
What is that?
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea